He's with OWR.
Hi.
Hi, Terrance.
Yeah, Terrance
I'm with the
Warthen.
local media.
Okay.
The camera's right over here.
Oh,
We're live
You're live streaming?
We're live streaming on Facebook and Twitter.
All right.
Joy, are we okay? Okay. So say a few words about who you are, where you're from, and what's going to happen here as a result of all of this.
I'm Terrance Warthen, the state co-chair for Our Wisconsin Revolution. Hey, that's basically the group that was born out of Bernie Sanders' presidential campaign last year. Having trouble hearing me?
No, she's hearing you
Oh,
completely.
okay. The thumbs up was for Bernie Sanders. Great. Sorry, I didn't mean to steal your microphone. So we're here tonight to, of course...
Happens to me all the time. Go take it.
We're here, of course, tonight to represent our views, our beliefs, our organization, which is the antithesis of everything that Paul Ryan stands for, whatever he stands for these days. So we're out here with a lot of the progressives, a coalition of local groups. Forward Kenosha, Forward Racine, a lot of our elected Dems, Working Families Party is out here. And we're just showing our public opposition to Paul Ryan, who basically didn't have time for a real public town hall, instead went for this scripted corporate event. And even though we're getting a few people in, certainly isn't displaying anything other than cowardice and not facing his constituents and truly serving the people. And that's why we're here, to remind him that he's not actually doing his job by going into a corporate event with questions screamed. And you can hear people going by honking in support of our being out here and protesting our absent congressman. So that's basically why we're here.
All right, so just before you give me back that mic, while you have it, I'm going to make use of you.
Okay, great.
All right, you said you're with our Revolution.
Our Wisconsin Revolution. It's Our Revolution is a national organization, but Our Wisconsin Revolution is a state organization.
Say a few words about that for our Facebook members who may not know.
Who may not know, we are a member-driven democratic organization. In that way, we differ from a lot of progressive groups or a lot of charity organizations or a lot of political organizations. In that sense, basically, I was elected at our state convention in Stevens Point last month. We had 230 members show up. You probably have a chapter somewhere near you if you're watching in Wisconsin, or one that's going to start soon. And basically, we're here to represent the same ideals that we represented in the campaign last year. To fight for health care, to fight for decent wages, to fight for representation of the individual and the citizen over corporate America and that strength, and to really start a grassroots movement to make permanent change and pivot the axis a little bit left in the political world, starting in Wisconsin. That's what we're about.
Very good. What we're saying to a lot of people here over the next several months, we want to be organizing some small group discussions. And we reach out to you and get some help and get a small group of people together and share views and talk about
the more the merrier. Always willing to talk to someone.
We'll be catching up with you very shortly.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Right. You got a business? You have a card?
Huh?
You have a card?
I'm out of cards.
Can you put your name and contact information?
I will. Give me just a second.
Where the bullhorn is?
I'm getting ready to.
Okay.
Oh, we have a bullhorn this time?
You're gonna send us off, right? Attention everybody, we have one more speaker for our program this evening. If you'd like to gather around where you see the bullhorn.
What we did was have you facing the camera.
You can stand there. What time is it? Jill, you're gonna...
I'll carry it.
Good evening. Can you guys hear me? Yeah. Can you guys hear me? Yeah. A little bit better. My name is Terrance Warthen. Louder. Louder. My name is Terrance Warthen.
There you go.
I'm the state co-chair for Our Wisconsin Revolution. Yeah. You guys know who we are. We're all here tonight for the same reason. Because most of us are constituents in the 1st Congressional District in Wisconsin. It'd be nice to have a congressman someday. Yeah. So we're here recruiting one and reminding the one that thinks he is now that we see him for what he is. You know, Charles de Gaulle once said, wow. He said, wow. Charles de Gaulle once said that in order to become the master, the politician feigns being the servant. And I can think of nothing more fitting to describe Paul Ryan than that statement. He is nothing but someone trying to seek power for his own good, for his own gain, while not even having the guts to face his constituents, to have this pretend town hall, this corporate event, because he's afraid of us. And I don't oppose Paul Ryan because he's a Republican, because he's not even really a Republican.
No, he's an extremist.
Seriously, what is he?
He's an extremist.
He's not even that. I mean, he preaches Ayn Rand, worshipped at that altar, but then you have the Foxconn deal, which is nothing but corporate welfare, and it's most obscene, the most disgusting thing you've ever seen in this state. And we're going to reap. I'm trying to be polite. I'm sorry. I got to censor myself.
Don't censor yourself.
He's willing to destroy our communities, our environment, willing to create indentured servants out of low-income workers in this community, so that he can maybe pad his pockets a little bit for a foreign company with no track record that has done nothing in this state. Nothing. He claims to be a man of faith, but he opposes health care for the poor, for everyone. He opposes access to education, all the things that he benefited from, that got him his education, he wants to deny you. The exact same programs.
Shame.
Yeah.
Deep shame.
Paul Ryan won't face us because he's done nothing as a congressman for the 1st Congressional District. All that talk about health care, 7.5 years of talking about what he was going to do as far as repealing and replacing. Nothing. He's done absolutely nothing. He won't face us because he can't, because he has absolutely nothing to stand on after 2 decades as a congressman in this district. Exactly. So what are we paying him for?
Nothing. To hate us.
Not even to hate us, just to be ambivalent and not even care that we're here. What we need is what we have standing around us right now. We don't need Paul Ryan. We don't need corporate politicians. We don't need his money. We don't need anything from him, because all the power we need is in us. It's in each and every one of us. We had 10% of the voters purged in Wisconsin this past spring because people hadn't voted since 2012. They're removed from the rolls. The first responsibility that each and every one of us has, as an individual, as a group leader, as a citizen of this state, isn't just to protest here and speak about how we want things to change. We have to motivate and move and educate. You have to register people to vote. You have to register to vote yourself. How many people in this crowd, over 18, legal voters in the state of Wisconsin? I want to see hands. Each and every hand that just went up, each and every one of you has just as much power as Paul Ryan thinks he has. Don't forget that. So thank you for coming. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your voice. Thank you for taking your time, spending your energy here with us, and don't leave it here. We love the protests. We love the signs. We love to get everyone together, but it's what you do after this and what you keep doing that matters the most. Register someone to vote. Make sure you're registered. Make sure your groups are registered. Make it your Facebook post. Make it what you talk about at church. Make it what you say at work. Make it what you talk about at your lunch break. Make it your Thanksgiving dinner discussion. Never stop moving this state forward. Thank you.